Good morning. It's time for Converse news, views, and menus. Coming up, the Homeowner Association president gives her view on same old policy with the city of Converse. A city administrator admits she's wrong and takes the blame. Night at Old Converse is gearing up and they want you to volunteer. Tapestry of Immigrant Stories by the Second Run Players is gearing up for performances. And we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the 1966 United Farm Workers protest. And all that news and views, and here are the free lunch menus at the Grasp Community Center. And today is September 8th. We have chicken breast, mashed potatoes, gravy, and mixed veggies. On Friday is tuna a la king, garlic rice, and capri veggies. And that's at the Grass Community Center in Converse, Texas. It's right on the number 21 via bus line, and it's just 2 blocks from the post office. So stop by for your free lunch if you're 60 and over. All right, into the news. The Homeowners Association president gives her view on the same old at Converse City Hall. This is letter to the editor, Northeast Herald. Resident questions how Converse officials budget for expenses. In the August 24, 2016 Northeast Herald, the article stated Converse to roll back its ad valorem tax rate. What I find extremely interesting is that the mayor states we have a balanced budget, but he noted that no money was allocated in the budget for furniture for the new fire station, the new city hall, and the animal control center or the library expansion. Great. The citizens passed a $20 million bond and no one planned to furnish these facilities or place that money in the budget instead of leaving the tax rate the same as last year. The mayor and 3 of the city council members voted to lower the taxes. Where is the money coming from? Oh well, we'll just take it out of the reserve fund. That's just like taking away funds in your savings account and hoping you don't have an emergency that you need the money for. Did I mention that the mayor also reminded the council and residents that we will need $1 million as our share of widening Rocket Lane? The 3 council members who voted to keep the current tax rate stated that the city employees could get a larger pay raise, or some staff for the animal control center could be hired, or the extra money could be used for the demolition of the current city hall, which also was not budgeted. One has to wonder what those 4 elected officials were thinking. Maybe they weren't. Signed, Joan Lindgren, Converse. Alrighty. Now the Night at Old Converse wants you to volunteer. The parade committee, you are cordially invited to participate in the 43rd Annual Night in Old Converse Parade, Saturday, October 1st, 2016 at 10 a.m. The parade committee is now accepting applications from businesses, civic groups, and citizens who wish to participate in the parade. Applications are due by Wednesday, September 23rd, 2016, and they're available in the City Hall offices where you pay your water bills. There is no charge for participating in this parade. Together with your help, we can make the 2016 Night in Old Converse Parade the biggest and best parade that Converse has ever seen. If you have questions or comments, call Rita Cresswell at 210-602-0291 or email her at nioc-parade@outlook.com, or you can fax questions to 210-405-0270. Also, we wanted to mention that Tapestry of Immigrant Stories by the second run players is gearing up for performances, and second run players are with the University of Incarnate Word, and the performances are September 16th, Friday at 7 p.m. in Sept Hall. That's on Broadway. And then there's a show Saturday in Sept Hall at 2 p.m. And call the box office for ticket information. Students are free. Alrighty. So, coming up in Converse, public hearing September 20th with proposed budget, the published summary for the PEG Fund, Public Educational and Government Cable Access Television Fund, line items, the beginning PEG Fund balance October 1st, 2016 is $316,976. The estimated revenues are $52,750. The proposed expenditures are $40,000, and the estimated ending balance September 30th, 2017 are $329,726. Now, it's a proposed budget and subject to change as a result of citizen input. Residents of Converse have a say as to where the PEG funds go. So be sure and come to the meeting September 20th down at City Hall. Now, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the 1966 United Farm Workers protest. And so we'll have a short film later on what that was all about. But right now we want to take a short break, try some more of this great coffee. Oh, that's good. And we'll be right back with you. Take care.
Ron Trail, City Manager. Members of the council, you're familiar. Come off 1604, they're making a left turn into this place and everybody's coming across. That could be a major factor in stopping traffic. For the purpose of expansion, so that might be an issue. Okay. Thank you. Any other discussion? Okay, you have no further discussion. Do we have a motion on item A as presented?
Motion to approve item 9A, request for zone property for being being parcel the L1 light industrial.
Okay, the city administrator admits she's wrong and takes the blame. We want to say it's highly commendable of the head of the EDC to admit when she's wrong. And here's the tape.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries. Thank you. Item 9D, discussion and appropriate action with regard to proposed project from the City of Converse EDC to invest $69,219 toward the installation of water and sewer infrastructure to benefit TJ Elite Properties, proposed industrial development on FM 1976 Old Cimarron Trail. City Manager.
Mayor, members of the council, you're familiar because you rezoned this property, Troy Lott's project at this location. He has asked for assistance from the Economic Development Corporation to get water and sewer to the site. And Kate is here to present the EDC response to this request and to make a recommendation from the EDC board.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Yes, and I want to apologize in advance for that oversight. Such responsibility can't stop the town now, but it's my department, it's my responsibility to this project, it stops here. And so I apologize for the oversight of that material sent to you right now. There were two recommendations that I received from chief staff. One that included what was in your packet, which is a smaller version of what was being proposed to the EDC software.
Now we're going to go right into a segment, the 50th anniversary of the 1966 Farm Workers Protest. And this is one of the films that actually helped with the protest. And we'll get right on to that coming up soon.
You're right about that, and I'm glad you brought that up. Professional services really reclassification. We had a line item called engineering services at $15,000 past year. We've been shifting money to be able to use for added engineering services. We've been taking more, appraisals of other things that don't necessarily involve engineering. What I'd like to do is reclassify that to professional services. Such as appraisals for copyright, property, those types of expenses are necessarily services, and rather than having to budget adjustments and transfers, you'll see that the engineering services line item is zero, professional services is reclassified as expenses.
Okay, it's got two other things. I don't know why I always focus on that. The salaries jumped like $40,000. Is that 5% raise?
Well, the 5% increase is included, but it also includes with the board and I were working on a proposed contract for the executive director in the process of developing the proposed budget. However, I declined to execute the contract with the number of people and the salary increases still. But has not been authorized by the EDC to have that increase. Not presented.
Okay, the last but not least, voting, $6,000.
Yes, and that's part of the contract.
All right, that's all I got.
But see, who get the risk? The risks are given to the consumer, the unsuspecting consumer, and the poor workforce. And who gets the benefits? The benefits are only for the corporation, for the money makers.
Pesticides, in terms of any health risks to the consumer, we're talking more chronic exposure, long-term, lifetime's exposure. Now, whether these exposures, these low levels, will result in cancer, I don't. As far as I know, there hasn't been any study that has demonstrated, yes, in fact, they are causing cancer. But also there's no study that's been conducted that says they haven't.
And as far as like long-term effects and birth defects and cancer-causing